okay? Jarvis, we're going to start this nice and slow, take it up to about 10%. In 3, 2, 1. Materials for this prop include cardboard, a puck light, duct tape, aluminum tape, adhesive foam squares, a black glove, a shampoo bottle, adhesive Velcro strips, gold spray paint, red acrylic paint, scissors, an X-Acto blade, and our pen or pencil. First, trace your hand on a piece of cardboard. You can trace the fingers for reference, but ultimately you won't need them. Fill in the gaps of the fingers and cut the piece out. Use the first piece to draw a second and cut that out as well. Just to keep ourselves oriented, this ridge is next to the thumb, making this the top of the flight stabilizer. Center the puck light on the piece and draw a circle the same diameter as the light. Use an X-Acto blade to cut out the circle. Remember to exercise caution when using an X-Acto blade. Line the piece up on the light and make additional cuts as necessary. Wrap the edges of the circle in aluminum tape. Cut several adhesive foam squares into small strips and place them all around the circle on the back of the cardboard piece. Attach the cardboard to the puck light. Run a strip of duct tape from the top of the light piece to the top of the back of the second piece. This piece of duct tape needs to be long enough to accommodate both the puck light and your hand. Be sure the pieces are facing the correct direction. When folded, they should match. Run a second and third strip of duct tape on either side of the first, overlapping it slightly. Cut away any duct tape that might have covered the light. Cut away excess tape on both sides of the glove. Cover the adhesive with more duct tape. Fold the glove together and use duct tape to seal the pinky side of the glove and the first half of the thumb side. Remember, the strips need to be long enough to accommodate your hand as well as the puck light. Cover the adhesive on the inside with more duct tape. Cut 4 holes in the top of your glove for your fingers. You'll have to measure this one on your own. Make the holes larger than your fingers. We're going to cover this in aluminum later and add a glove. It's extremely important that you not cut off circulation in your fingers when building this prop. If it feels tight, cut it bigger. On a spare bit of cardboard, draw a second circle the same diameter as your first and draw this pattern around it. Cut out the shapes and using adhesive foam squares, attach them around the light. To create a strap for the flight stabilizer, cut a strip of duct tape in half. Run one piece from the front of the flight stabilizer and place the second piece over it, attaching it to the inside of the front piece. Now let's work on the fingers. There are 3 templates: the thumb, the middle 3, and the pinky. You'll have to measure for your own hand, but the pinky will be smaller and the thumb larger. Draw and cut out the shapes. For one glove, you'll need 9 middle pieces, 2 thumb pieces, and 2 pinky pieces. Fold up the first middle piece and duct tape it together. For the second middle piece, cut off the top and bottom sections, fold it up, and duct tape it together. For the final middle piece, cut off the top portion, fold, and duct tape it together. Cut a sliver of cardboard and duct tape it over the top of this piece. Stack the pieces on your finger as shown in the diagram. Again, remember to make them a bit big because your fingers will be in a glove. You'll need to repeat this entire process for each of your 3 middle fingers. For the pinky, cut out the first piece, cut off the bottom portion, fold, and tape it together. Attach a sliver of cardboard over the top. Cut out a second piece, fold, and tape it together. For the thumb, cut out the shape, fold, tape, and attach a sliver of cardboard to the top. Cut out a second piece, fold, and tape it together. At this point, you have 5 fingers and a flight stabilizer. For the gauntlet, remove the cap from the shampoo bottle. Cut away the uppermost part of the bottle as well as the bottom. Cut the bottle lengthwise on both sides. You'll probably need to rinse out the bottle for any soap residue and dry it out. Cut a strip of cardboard about 2 inches wide and as long as the shampoo bottle. Place adhesive squares along the edge of one side of one bottle piece. Attach the cardboard spacer and cut away any excess. Place adhesive squares along the edge of the adjoining side of the second bottle piece. Cut the cardboard spacer at an angle, getting higher towards the back. Place the second bottle piece against the cardboard spacer along the angle so the top rim almost matches, but the back is now significantly wider. On the opposite side, fold a piece of duct tape over the length of the gauntlet. Repeat a couple of times until you basically have a duct tape spacer. Do not connect it with the other side of the bottle. Cut the duct tape spacer to an angle that matches the cardboard spacer so that the duct tape overlaps the opposing side. Place lengths of adhesive Velcro on the edge of the bottle. Cut away any excess. Place the counterpart Velcro pieces on the inside of the duct tape spacer. When finished, you should have a gauntlet that opens on one side. Using the gauntlet as a guide, draw a large pentagon around the top half of it. The sides should stretch out a bit beyond the gauntlet. You can mark the sides as guides. Cut and fold the gauntlet plate. At this point, you now have the gauntlet plate, the flight stabilizer, and 5 fingers. Cover them all in aluminum tape. And now it's time to move outside. Always be safe when handling spray paint. Use goggles and masks at all times. Paint the gauntlet plate, the thumb, and the index finger gold. After covering the puck light completely in masking tape, paint the strap and the bottom corner palm piece, the one closest to the thumb, gold. Back inside, paint the rest of the flight stabilizer red. For the thumb and index finger, paint only the faces red, the rest remain gold. Paint all other fingers entirely in red. Paint the gauntlet red as well. Once the paint is dried, remove the masking tape from the puck light. Place a Velcro square in the middle of the back of the flight stabilizer. Pull the strap taut and place the counter Velcro piece on the strap. Cut away any excess on the strap. Use adhesive foam squares to mount the gauntlet plate on the gauntlet. The whole thing takes a few minutes to put on. Start with the black glove, then the flight stabilizer, the gauntlet, and finally all the finger pieces. And there's your finished Ironman glove. Hope you've enjoyed this series of Avengers props. I'm off to defeat Loki and save the Avengers.